The winner for the Air Force One giveaways is none other than Andy B. You'll have to pick them up. Also, if two of you Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to yet another episode of the Three Speech Podcast. We're all coming to you from parts unknown today. As ever, in your top left corner, I am the Mad Lad of Jihad. Just below me is formerly known as Mr. Hate Speech, but now Mr. Controlled Opposition. It's Leo KEARSE.
Zip zap, get the vaccine.
I've got a funny story about that. I'll tell you in a second. On the bottom right, it's none other. He's back, baby. He's looking for a mic. It's the Bajan sensation. It's Mr. NICO YEARWOOD.
It's a word guy.
And joined as ever in the top right is the Vanilla Gorilla extraordinaire. But today he's joined by the junior Vanilla Gorilla, our latest inductee, who doesn't like seeing drag dancers.
We're off to a drag show at 12, actually. So that's why I have to be. It's a hard out. It's back in Vauxhall. All male, all drag, all fun, all kids.
Well, it's Mooch. It's the producer extraordinaire. So welcome to episode 52, 53. Right, before we start, big news. The Patreon is coming. By the time this episode is released, I will have personally sat down, updated the Patreon. It's very crucial that whatever you do, you sign up to the most expensive tier, yeah? And you forget about it and you give us all your money. It's crucially important. That will dictate whether or not NICO will turn up to podcasts and Leo will turn up to podcasts. If you enjoy it, sign up to the Patreon, give us your fucking money.
Maybe we should do the hard sell on a podcast that isn't a shambles that we're dialing in from different places.
Listen, we got to do it at some point. Today's as good as ever.
I guess we can't wait until the podcast's not a shambles.
Also, it's better that we all call in than just one of us calls in during a shambles podcast, because then it seems less shambolic. So by the time you listen to this, the Patreon will be live. Listen, give us your money. We need it more than you.
Most expensive tier.
Well, had you been there, NICO, we discussed all the tiers last week. I also fired you on the air, but you didn't hear it, so it's fine. So you're back. We're going for the expensive tiers, but we presume our loyal fan base will go for the middle tier, £8. I like Free Speech Podcast, but I don't really want to be affiliated with them. That's the tier. So that's an £8 tier. So that's a nice medium.
And what's the big one?
The big one's 20. Is the Husseiner, £20. However, there's a new bonus tier. It's going to be £21, and that's for Mac Murchie, who said he wants a tiered name after him. So we're going to also have another tier where if you pay the extra £1, you get a tier named after you. That's
a great shout.
Yeah, so we're going to do that as well. So that's live. If you're listening to this, whatever your podcast you're listening to this, like and subscribe, leave a comment, do it all for the algorithm, because we've been slacking on that, and we really want to kick this into gear and start getting We've got some wicked guests lined up, so we want this to be good. Anyway, okay. We've got Count Dankula.
I'll take over from Darius. We've got the person who installed the fibre in Pimlico, bringing the internet to everybody. Now we've got Count Dankula coming on. Oh, Darius is back. No, he's gone again.
Is it gone shit again?
No, it's good. It's good.
We've got Count Dankula coming on because me and Darius are doing a roast of Count Dankula. So the same day he's going to come on the podcast and we can ask him all about getting cancelled, getting fined, getting in trouble, he ran for UKIP. I've researched all this stuff for the roast.
Steve McLean. We can talk about Steve McLean.
What's happened to him?
Steve McLean.
Well, remember he was in that BBC documentary with him. And
should we get Steve on? Should we call him?
Well,
on air?
You know what? I tried to get Steve McLean to come on or leave a special video message for the roast, because I thought it'd be really funny. And he's such a fucking nerd. He was, it wasn't funny. People were sending me death threats. I was like, man, incels were sending you death threats, man. Some hentai katana anime nerds. Stop being a pussy.
Yeah. There's only one type of death threat you need to worry about. Well, maybe two. There's angry ex-wife, and there's Islamic fundamentalist. That's the only two you need to worry about. If it's just incels, Count Dankula fans sending you death, man, they might kill you in Call of Duty. They're not going to kill you in real life.
But they won't even kill you in Call of Duty. They'll kill you in something like Katana Blade of the Samurai, some random League of War Legends game. You know what's funny? So let me tell you a funny story, which is really funny. So I went to Paris last week for gigs, right? Now, you don't need a vaccine to get into Paris, but they still check if you've been vaccinated, but you do need a negative PCR test. So I thought this is the perfect opportunity for me to download a certain app, fake vaccine passport app, and see if that works, right? But I also had a PCR test anyway, just in case. So I downloaded the app, and when you download the app, it looks legit, but you got to do a QR code. But the QR code links to nowhere. So I was sure they're not going to be scanning the QR codes. No one cares anymore. So I thought it'd be funny to link the QR code to meetspin.com, which opens up into a default website of a dick spinning to. I said, "You spin me right round, baby, right round." I got there. There was a fucking nerd scanning like a Eurostar, but not a border control, just a Eurostar minimum wage, going out of his way to scan them. So I thought, fuck it, I'm gonna let him see if he scans it. So I showed him my vaccine passport. He scanned it. It opened up to a virus-ridden spin me round porn site on his phone. I was going, "You spin me right round, baby, right." And everyone in the queue started losing their mind because they thought that this guy was looking at porn on his thing. So he was trying to stop it, but because it was like picture in picture, he just kept on a dick in the top right hand corner. Then I started getting outraged because I was late for it. I said, "What the hell are you looking at porn for?" So no, please, just go through.
That's
so they
hilarious.
they allowed me into France.
Amazing.
So let's just say that is the power of porn. Meetspin.com.
Yeah.
You have that on your phone. That is the new COVID passport. Meetspin.com.
Amazing. So yeah, if it had gone to a normal website, he wouldn't have waved you through. But because it was meatspin.com, a big dick swinging round in a circle, like he panicked and had to let you through.
Well, what is meat spin? What, a penis just turns up and spins?
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
just
Nico's interested in it. What? He's
All
like, "Can I have a look at your QR code, please?"
One time I went to Chelsea football ground and someone had given me a cock warmer as a like a Christmas silly, what do you call that? Secret Santa gifts?
Yeah.
The cock and balls warmer. And I go to Chelsea and I'm going through the turnstiles and they have to search you before you go through the turnstiles. And for some reason, I forgot I had a cock and balls warmer in there and it was at the top of my bag. And the guy opens up and he touches it, he holds it. And he goes, "What's this?" I go, "It's a cock and balls warmer." And he drops it and he goes, go through. I could have a bomb at the bottom of that bag. But he touched it and he was like, "Oh shit," and started wiping his hands and
That's
shit.
funny, man.
I had that with porn, like because I did summer school at university because I failed my courses, so I had to do catch-up courses over the summer. And like the last day, all the people on my corridor, they all left their porn mags in my room. This is like back in the day before the internet and stuff. So I left porn mags in my room, and I came through and like there's just all these porn mags. But I was like, "Man, I'm not throwing these out."
You were at uni in the 70s, right, Leo?
No, this is like 1998 or something like that. Our internet was about as good as Darius's, so you couldn't efficiently masturbate. But man, I was like, "I'm not throwing out these porn mags. These are perfectly good porn mags." And then I put them in my bag, and I went down to Ayr on the way home, and met up with my mate, and we went did some shopping. Went into like Our Price or something to do to buy some records or whatever. And when you got like a little one of those little tags has come off something, and it sets off the security barriers. Well, it set off the security barriers like coming back through. So a guy gets me to open my bag, and it's just like about 30 porn mags. I've got a lot of porn mags.
I got two porn stories. First one was I had a computer. This is back a laptop that was a Windows, and everyone in my office was on Mac, and they got a PowerPoint thing through. And this is back in the days where it was before streaming, so you'd download porn onto your laptop and squirrel it away in some fucking file. And I lent them my computer so that they could use it for the PowerPoint thing. But what I forgot is that if you go on Windows, if you click Start and then Recent, So they opened up the PowerPoint, and the lady went to go and click start recent of the thing, and click the one just below it. And it was just some girl getting reamed, and I just heard the screams from upstairs as they were using my laptop, and I was just like, I don't know how to fucking deal with this. Like, the whole office just knows, like, this is the sort of shit that I'm into, and I've just seen it huge on a fucking projector.
What we're talking about that's interesting because yesterday marks the 15th anniversary of the iPhone. I think it's safe to say it's changed the world, ended many marriages, and that's the famously stories of that's how my friend's parents divorced. His dad was having an affair. He walked in his house, an iPhone connected to the Apple network, and all his fucking like porn that he was cheating on with his missus was shown to all his family and his kids. So
porn he filmed himself or what?
Yeah, so like it just connected to his gallery and started showing his gallery all around the family home. So all because it's all connected. And I
didn't catch a word of that.
You can't really. Basically, my friend's
Why is your
dad
internet so shit? You're in London. You're in the capital of a civilized country.
I don't know why it's so shit. It's fucking 3.
There's people in fucking Ukraine and like turnip fields fighting Russia. They're using Elon Musk Starlink. They're getting better fucking reception. They're using drones to fucking pinpoint Russian tanks. You're right in the middle of like the richest city in the world, and you can't get fucking 2 bars on your fucking internet.
I'm far away from the router.
Yeah, go near the router.
I've gone near the router, but I can't.
I had to go in here because it's just such good lighting and so well professionally set up with this fucking dingy photo of a seagull behind me.
You on a laptop, dude?
Yeah. Should I go? Should I go into? Should I then have to move the whole mic?
Let's just keep this simple.
Yeah.
Shall I move the mic?
Talking of porn, so this just hot news just breaking now. There's a comedian who was jailed for 5 years for horrific abuse of vulnerable children.
Eamon Goodfellow.
That was Mooch gigged with him many times.
Yeah, many
times.
He's an alright guy, apart from obviously the nonsense.
He auditioned for 3 Speech.
He could be our backup from prison.
He looks like a nonce.
And he had like really noncy stuff in his he really talked about being some noncy stuff in his set, which is not good because it kind of just it precludes what edgy comedians could be like.
Right. Yeah, it's funny how so many comedians, their crimes are like front and foremost in their stuff. Like Louis C.K. was always talking about weird sexual stuff. Not that I'm saying he's a criminal. I think he asked for consent.
Yeah.
If anything, he's the poster boy of.
It's like rappers and music.
Yeah, they get. I can't believe that you can get arrested for something you sang in a lyric in America.
So rap. Yeah.
What's
is that
story?
True?
Listen.
Yeah, they're getting people are getting done on RICO charges.
I don't know this story. Say the story.
There's loads of them.
Your lyrics can be used against you in court in rap songs.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Is that if you sang about so if you know how they're always like, so I shot him at 11:42 a.m. outside the Walmart. So stuff like that.
But
that's fair enough. That's an admission of a crime.
Yeah, no. Sometimes it's not even that. Sometimes it's just like saying, right, I've extorted people.
Or I push keys or whatever. Yeah.
And then they say, well, look, this is what's happening, and then we take all your shit on just the drugs laws where they can just take everything.
Right. I put it to you, the jury, that Cardi B on the night of the 12th, Tuesday, did not have a wet ass pussy, despite.
But she has admitted to drugging and robbing people.
Yeah.
Yes, but she's a woman of color.
If she was a man, that would actually be seen as a bad thing.
She is a woman of color, and she's empowered, and that is a fantastic thing that she drugged and robbed men. Absolutely, she is the Robin Hood of wet ass pussy.
All the women are independent, drugging and robbing men.
Actually, if you want to talk about female singers, Beyonce's been ushering the four horsemen of the apocalypse. I don't know if you saw it this week. Let's see if I can share my screen. Put Beyonce horse Vogue, and you'll see the cover. It's her on a red horse, and now she's done another. And there's so much symbolism and stuff on this. Obviously, I went down a So she's on British Vogue. I'll put this in the chat.
It?
So she's done the red horse, and she's just done the white horse. So the red horse means war, so war in Ukraine. The white horse means famine. Then there's a black horse, and other. So all I could think of though was if you bring up the white horse.
I'm trying to find it.
Mooch. It's just like people are, this is all bullshit and stuff. But why are they doing this symbolism? Like the same with that Travis Scott thing. If we recall, that everyone's forgotten.
That's three horses, Darius, that you mentioned, not four.
Yeah, because they're coming like one after another. So we've just had the war in Ukraine. She's done that. Now we're having the famine. She's done that. And now we're going to wait and see if she does the other two. But it's just like, I don't know, just a little interesting.
I can't find it.
She's
But
done two
So if
horses.
she doesn't do the other two, then it's not what you're
It's
saying.
just a
then.
couple of horses.
I mean, it's
Well-
kind of. I think that is a stretch, man. Like it's just horses for courses.
Well, that's what they want you to think. July 5th as well, they're turning on the Large Hadron Collider, which they're going to live stream. We should do a live stream, and obviously it's going to tear another portal in the dimension. When they opened it last time,
what horse?
Dimension.
yeah. Well, listen, the last time
Another
they
hole.
opened
Where
it,
is the hole already?
Stephen
Well,
Stephen
let me
Hawking
tell
here.
Let me tell you one thing. They opened the Hadron Collider, and then since then, women can have dicks, men can have vaginas. Since then, everything's
Well, that's
gone
because
nuts.
it's actually the hard-on collider. The women's hard-on collider.
Hey-oh.
But that's some Alex Jones shit, Darius.
Yeah, I'm
That's
on that,
a
Alex.
thought.
Well, it's just interesting, all the symbolism they use, the Illuminati symbolism. So, Mooch, if you bring that Vogue cover up again, you can't tell me that's not like a super
Break it down
symbolic-
first. Pull it up, Mooch, and let
Pull it up,
Darius
Mooch.
break down the symbolism.
All right, then. Let me break down the symbolism. Actually, if we do that, we should bring up the Travis Scott, and I can break down the fucking symbolism on that much better.
We've done that one. We've done that one.
Yeah, we've done that
Okay,
already.
yeah.
Break down Beyonce. Pull it up, Mooch.
So talk us through this.
Yeah,
Hold
talk
on.
us through this.
What
Darius.
does this disco ball mean?
Yeah, is
It's
that a
not
horse?
that, not the picture on the right. It's the picture on the
Yeah,
left.
I know, but there
She's
must
on
be
the-
meaning in this other photo. If there's
Well, I
like,
don't-
why would she put up photos that don't have meanings? Does this mean that a disco ball is going to smash into the earth?
Yeah, that means
I think the meaning is Beyonce gets a lot of photos taken, and so she's got a photo taken on a ball. She's got a photo taken on a horse. Like,
Incorrect.
She's probably got a photo taken with a fucking hedgehog in each hand tomorrow. You know what I mean? They just
Okay,
have a
that's-
lot of photos taken.
Right, the picture.
Alright, break
bring
it
up that
down, Darius.
picture. Okay, bring up the picture on the right. Okay, so the picture on the right is of Beyonce inside the Large Hadron Collider with all the particles hitting each other. So you can see there, that's our normal timeline being exploded on her head, and the new timeline is what she's sitting on. The picture on the left is the horse, is the four horsemen of the apocalypse, and if I bring up the quote from Genesis, 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, it symbolizes war. So we've had the war in
Four horsemen
Ukraine.
is
We've
in
constantly-
Genesis, I
the
thought
world
that's
has been-
Not
Revelation.
in Revelations. In Revelations.
The war has been going. There's been war on this earth constantly for the last 10, 15 years.
Yeah.
Mooch, you got
Red
to turn on your
horse.
mic.
Red Horse is Empire Division. So the Red Horse, when he broke the second seal, I heard the second living creature saying, "Come." And a red horse went out, and who sat on him? It was granted to take peace
Yo.
from earth, and that men would slay one another, and great swords was given to him. Right now, we are giving billions to the Ukraine, billions in armory and great swords, i.e. artillery, to the Ukraine. The rider of the second horse is often taken to represent war. And that's where we are. He's often pictured holding a sword upwards as though ready for battle or mass slaughter.
So where was the
Man,
first horse?
this is like doing a fucking podcast with Dangerous T. This is like next level conspiracy theory stuff. And by next level, I mean like just nonsense level.
I don't know. I'm just telling you, she's taking pictures of
You got the Bible.
It's
There's
symbolism
real
pictures.
stuff. There's real
Right.
stuff happening. There's like Toronto police just released an advert saying we're looking for a missing woman, and they put a picture of the woman, and she's got
Guys, I don't know why you're laughing. Isabella is still missing.
Isabella is. I mean,
Isabella Disgrace, her name is. Listen,
Disgrace.
she's the fourth horsewoman of the apocalypse. When
No,
she's found,
she's the actual horse.
I'd like to see a photo of Beyonce riding her.
I love the she's described as 5'10" with a thin build, shaggy blonde hair, and a full goatee. She was last seen wearing black t-shirt and grey pants.
How can these people how can people put that out with a straight face and nobody's turning around and be like, wait a minute, like, all right, you get transgender women
in the group. Can I pull up that tweet? Is it in the group?
Yeah, it's in the group. It's in the group.
That's funny.
She actually, that Isabella Disgrace, she actually looks like our target demographic if you look at who listens.
She looks like Bobby Mayer.
Yeah.
Are you trying to say that Bobby Mayer looks like a woman? That is insulting to Bobby Mayer.
No.
Calling him an effeminate looking man.
I don't
Are
know.
you saying a woman as a look? Are you saying someone can look like a woman? That is very gender normative, patriarchal.
I retire. It's like that Gina Darling on Twitter that says she's a games journalist, and on Twitter she tweeted, "Man, if men could get pregnant, like she's obviously ultra woke. If men could get pregnant, this wouldn't be a fucking issue. Men need to learn." Instantly followed up with, "I'm so sorry, I forgot that."
Yeah, I did not intend to come across as transphobic.
Yeah, women can also get pregnant. Oh, women can get pregnant, but so can men. But it's so funny the way she backtracked on it.
It is mad, all this stuff. Like, so, with my missus being pregnant, she gets all this stuff from the NHS, and they talk about birthing people and people with a cervix and stuff. And it's like, why are you alienating like 99.9% of pregnant people just in case somebody might get offended? Who wouldn't get offended anyway?
But you just said pregnant people, Leo.
Oh yeah, shit, it's working.
You've been indoctrinated.
It's the
controlled opposition. His mask has slipped.
It's controlled opposition, man.
Don't let that mask slip. You need that mask on your face at all times.
Leo is the wokest of the woke.
Leo, why are you so woke, Leo? Actually, talking about pronouns and stuff. I don't know if you saw Halifax now have their pronouns on their badge, right?
Yeah.
And then, so then Halifax went, yeah. Well, if you find this offensive, you can leave and take your accounts with you. Imagine being mugged off by Howard, like going, fuck off, come on then, piss off. We don't want your fucking custom. Well, we don't know if Howard's a he, him. We just know he's a very good financial advisor.
Did people
He's done well himself.
Is he still going? Was he actually a financial advisor, or is he just an actor?
No, I think he's a genuine Halifax employee.
Let's find out.
But,
not anymore.
Yeah, now the new. I think he doesn't do the adverts anymore.
He's a former customer service representative and sales ambassador for HBOS PLC, which own both Bank of Scotland and Halifax. He's best known for his thing. Yeah, he's now an actor.
Mooch, your son is really cute.
Thank you.
What's his name?
Mano.
His name is Mano.
Oh, the little cutie. I can say that because I've got a kid. Actually, you have to always say that. I was on the train and some baby was looking at me and I was like, oh, it's so cute. And then I went, oh, I've got a baby, same age. I'm not a nonce.
It is very true. I'm not aiming good fellow.
Yeah. And then I had to show with my phone. Look, see there, look at mine. I was like, okay. For you.
Yeah, look, my phone's full of pictures of children.
When my niece was born, my sister used to send me photos of her, but she wouldn't even tell me when, and she'd send videos. And she used to get my niece to behave herself by saying, oh, if you're being naughty, I'll tell Uncle Darius. Like, Uncle Darius will tell you off, right? One time, it was bath time. I got a video of my niece being really naughty, going, no, I don't want to, of her naked with my sister's voiceover going, oh, you've been a naughty little girl. Oh, I'm going to show Uncle Darius what a naughty little girl you've been. I said, no, I'm not being that. I was like, motherfucker, can't send me this indefensible child porn to my phone.
You didn't forward it to Eamon Goodfella, did you?
No, I sold it to him. You think I'll fucking give it to him for free?
You set up an OnlyFans with all the images.
Man, the way society's going, I wouldn't be surprised if there's fucking kiddie porn OnlyFans in like 5 years' time, sponsored by the Labour Party.
There probably will be. I mean, it's getting that way. What's cuties other than fucking kiddie porn and
Yeah.
these drag? Like they've got like drag kids now, and they're like, whoa, what's so bad about? And we've done that. That's to death. Everyone knows our opinion on that. About
Yeah, but what came through, because you know they've got the Don't Say Gay bill in Florida, so there's some that just came through. They're saying LGBTQ teachers in Orange County, Florida are being told to take down photos of their same-sex spouses in their classrooms and not to talk about them to students. It's like, yeah, you should, like, it's a classroom. Why you got a picture of you and your spouse up heterosexual or pansexual or homosexual? It doesn't, like, just all that personal life stuff.
Yeah, just
keep out
teach.
the classroom.
Just
teach.
Is it different in the US where, like, because in the UK I know teachers and they have to change their name on Facebook, and it's really strict rules about what they're allowed to share and stuff like that, so that it is completely cut off their personal life. So I don't know, is that different in America or is it just full on?
Well, seemingly in America they match on Tinder with the kids.
Yeah, and you got to share naked photos yourself.
Yeah.
Do you know what I discovered the other day? The guy that makes my coffees across the road. There's a
Is there nonce?
No. There's gay only Airbnb. It's called Mr. B&B, and it's B&B just for like gay people.
That's discriminatory.
That's a vector for monkeypox.
But you just imagine it's just gonna.
Oh, you can't say that now.
Factually correct. Can't fault that.
That's wrong.
Look,
But I get it. But I feel excluded, and I want to go because you know that the gay Airbnbs are going to be much nicer. It's not going to be IKEA furniture. It's going to be like a classy outfit rather than fucking just Airbnb is fucked now anyway.
well, I mean, how do they check if you're gay or not? That's the question.
I don't know, like your fashion.
Well, when I was living in Amsterdam, I lived above a gay bar called Prick, and I lived directly above it, right? So I was on the first floor, and they were directly below me. Obviously, I was
the boss.
Yeah, Darius the top.
I was the top. I was literally the top.
Final
they were the
level
bottom.
boss.
But I didn't want to pay for Wi-Fi, right? So I thought, I know what I'm going to do.
The higher you go, the gayer the sex.
So I thought, I'm going to go downstairs, get their Wi-Fi code. Then I've got free Wi-Fi for that forever, right? And I have to pay on a monthly fee. So I went down into this bar and I'm sat there and I'm talking to the guy.
In your leatherless, in your chaps, your butler's chaps.
Yeah, in my pants. And I was like, listen, can I get the Wi-Fi code? So I got the Wi-Fi code. The Wi-Fi is pricky dick. But then he's basically trying to flirt with me. And obviously he realized, he's like, are you gay? I'm like, oh yeah, I'm massively gay. And he's like, well, this is a really good gay bar. And then anyway, so he's like, confused why he gave me the thing. The Wi-Fi code is pricky dick. But then one day I'm going up into my house and he's coming down the stairs in the apartment building. And he looks at me and he just can't place where he saw me from. He's like, what the fuck? And then they changed the Wi-Fi code.
To Darius is not gay.
Yeah, Darius is not gay.
Man, you should
Where
do the
did he
live
know you
stream.
from?
You should do the streaming from there, Darius. It'll be better, like, internet connection than in your own house.
Man, this is why I always ask about Wi-Fi. I swear to God, I've got like some sort of Wi-Fi block that just destroys all signal. It's fucking annoying.
Maybe it's the metalwork in your spine.
Does autism affect Wi-Fi?
Oh, what about
Break
that?
the Faraday cage.
Talking about the Faraday cage of autism. What about that trans autistic guy? Because we're cis autistic. Remember, someone tagged us on Facebook, on Twitter, the trans autism person. People are saying they're fake, they're pretending. Oh, actually, no, that's the wrong word.
Mooch, your son needs to go to sleep.
Yeah.
You gotta.
He's listening to the pod.
We're getting a review in real time.
Wake him up.
No,
Nah, you gotta put him down to sleep, man.
no, he's asleep now. Look, he's gone.
Yeah, but you can't have his neck like that, man.
You raise
gotta
your
put his
kid
neck up
how you
straight.
raise your fucking kid. I'll raise my kid how I raise my kid. I'm gonna wake him up and take him to this drag show, and he's gonna fucking love it. Yeah. No, he's good. He's golden.
Nico
R. Kelly
took
went to jail
30 years. Longer
30
than...
years.
And what have
Longer
we
than
learned?
Michael Jackson.
Well,
Yeah,
what we
no,
learned-
longer than how is it he getting a longer sentence than Ghislaine?
Because he's black.
Worst crimes.
No.
Well, the thing is, if he'd have gone to Epstein's island, he'd be a free man.
yeah.
Be
Yeah.
a free man. He made the
Yeah, if he
mistake.
was getting the ladies from Epstein, he'd be cool.
Yeah. You
Well,
guys,
that's an important lesson. If you're going to be a nonce, make sure you're doing it with Prince Andrew and Bill Clinton and Bill Gates. You don't want to be like going rogue, doing it on your own, like you're Eamon Goodfellow, like some open mic comedian from the Midlands.
you gotta pay properly for your noncing. You can't be DIY noncing.
Yeah, you know if Bill Clinton's next to you while you're noncing, you're safe. If Prince Andrew's like on the same bus, you're safe.
Yeah.
They're saying there was that tweet on Twitter. 52 people close to Hillary Clinton have now committed suicide. You seen that one? Yeah, 52
Yeah.
people in total, and they've got a list of the people that she knew or interacted with or had relations with that have committed suicide, and it's up to 52. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they read her policies on climate change, and they went, "That's enough. I'm out of here. I'm checking out."
But yeah, people the Clintons did property deals with, like, is mad. Because you know the same thing happened in Russia with the oligarchs. So like Roman Abramovich, for example, he came from quite humble beginnings, had this like tire retread business, but then all his competitors would just mysteriously commit suicide by like hanging themselves and shooting themselves twice in the back of the head at the same time.
Yeah, it's hard when that happened. That's
Like comedians who have to follow me. They kill
Yeah,
themselves.
no, it's not that hard. That's why you're an MC, Nico.
Oh, shots fired! You're gonna have that, Nico. You sound say you're an MC.
he's an MC.
I am an MC.
He is an MC.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's impossible to follow Nico. That's why he's well regarded as an MC.
Well regarded as an MC.
What's your cat called, Nico?
Your cat's neck is at the wrong angle.
Yeah, Nico, don't hold your cat's neck like that.
What's your
What's
cat called?
cat's name?
Jasper.
Jasper.
Is this the
AKA
cat who will only shit in the bath or something?
Oh, that's Lola.
That's who?
Lola.
Oh, fuck it. What was that? The cat will only shit in the bath. What was the story of the cat shitting again?
They were shit in the bathtub because they were stressed.
Right.
When cats get stressed, they shit everywhere else except the
kitty litter
box.
tray.
Yeah, I heard that.
Do they put toilet paper down?
The
Nah.
fuck has a cat got to be stressed about?
I don't know. Cat
Cat ain't
stuff.
paying no bills.
Climate
Cat don't
change.
pay- Petrol price.
Yeah.
What else we got to talk about? We we got
There's
this
that
advert.
weird advert. I don't know if
Yeah.
you can play it on the thing, but it's quite a short advert for Superdrug. Here it is.
I don't know if you'll hear this.
Oh, I've got one as well about that. That's skunk and anansi.
Is it?
My name is Skin, and my pronouns
Oh,
are she
yeah.
and her.
And my name is Lady, and my pronouns are she and her.
What would you like to tell the young people of today?
They could teach us a lot of things.
Yes, keep teaching
so
us,
keep
yeah.
teaching us, and
And kicking ass,
Yeah.
basically.
we're building a queer army right
Yeah.
now.
Building a queer army. So she's already decided that baby's going to be queer. This is like, things have flipped. Like that baby's going to have to like battle against bigoted parents to come out as straight.
Well, no, I don't know if that's true. Like,
She said she's building a queer army.
Yeah,
What if I
but-
said, I'm building a straight army. Well, for a start, I'd be put in jail.
But you know what's interesting about that, right? So Skin from Skunk and Anansi, obviously she's kind of, masculine presenting, but she's still a female. And then you've got someone like Boy George. So all this kind of gender bending has been going on, and I'm saying that using that as like a fashion term, gender bending, like fucking Guns N' Roses dressed up as women, so did Motley Crue. You had Boy George. that's just the thing that every younger generation goes through. Like, we're going to gender bend, we're going to play with sexuality, David Bowie, and you can see it in music and stuff. But
Yeah.
we never went to so like Boy George was always still a man. We never went, oh, that's a woman, right? So now a lot of these kids, it's kind of, got thinking, someone put me onto it, it's like they're just going through a phase like goth or whatever. Like, people go through goth phase, rock phase, gender bending phase, where they're really just playing around with their, their sexuality and but then
I used to put tennis balls in my shirt.
You used to put what?
Tennis balls
in my shirt.
Yeah, and you used to have
boobs.
and you used to have hair like Cat Williams. But the point is, the point is, like, this is like a phase that people go through. But now we're performing.
I don't know if it's a phase for it. Like Boy George is still in that phase, I suppose.
Yeah, but he's not cut his dick off.
He's not a woman.
He's not a woman. He's Boy George. It's like gender bending has always been a thing. It's always been like a way to rebel. So it might just be a lot of these people are rebelling, as we all did, or like every generation before. But now it's being acted upon. And I think it's going to have repercussions.
Well, they're finding now a lot of people are detransitioning and regretting their transition because they're being shepherded into the system. Literally, after 1 or 2 consultations, kids and teenagers are being put on puberty blockers and put on hormones and put on the path to surgery. So Sajid Javid has announced, he's the health secretary, he's announced a review of all the child and teenage transitions. So there's 9,000 transitions that have happened over the last decade. So he's going to go through them and see if, because at the moment you're not really allowed to do any therapy and see if it's mental health or some of the mental health or body issues that would have led to like anorexia or something like that in the past.
Dysmorphia.
Body dysmorphia.
This dysmorphia. So they're going to see if transitioning people is this sort of, because it's being used as this sort of blanket panacea right now, and obviously it's quite a heavy duty thing to do, like medical intervention, pharmaceutical intervention. So they're going to see if it's actually helping or if it's causing more problems. Because there's a couple of people suing the NHS because they regret their transitions, and man, I don't like that's our taxes.
I don't think you should be allowed to sue the NHS if you've I think my opinion on this is people should be allowed to do whatever they want with their body, and even including puberty blockers. But they should be presented with all the evidence to say there's no legal comeback. We're not going to help you detransition. So once you make this route, everything now will help you 100% down this route. But if you decide to come off it, everything's on you. And if you accept those terms and conditions, that's fine, and I'll be fine with that.
Yeah. But it's these
What age, though? What age are we talking?
4.
Man, you know what? So I think. Listen, it's not my body, Nico. I would hate it because I saw a video of this dude and
you fucked up your body through wrestling and steroids.
Yeah.
But you did it at the right age.
Yeah, I did it at the right age, but I saw a dude who transitioned later in life, and he said he regrets not being able to transition and take puberty blockers when he was younger because he had to go for a female puberty and get loads of surgeries done. So I think if you know all the repercussions and all the advantages and disadvantages, then you should be allowed to get it done. It's not my body, so like who am I? I'd hate it to be dictated to what I could do, but I would just say that any fucking
but children shouldn't be making that decision though.
Yeah, but that's why you got their legal guardians. Now, whether their legal guardians are batshit insane, that's a different matter. But that's on them, not on me.
We're building a queer army.
Well, I mean, it's just an advert, and they're saying some shit like that. But I quite like Skunk Nancy. Is that her partner, or just
I don't know.
Just another?
But also the pregnant woman. Why was she like 75 years old and pregnant?
Why hasn't she had a preemptive abortion? What a fucking bitch! Does she hate women's rights?
Abortion?
She doesn't support abortion.
That's
she
disgusting.
should literally. Yeah, she should have got a fucking hand blender and just fucking sorted it out there and then.
Yeah, like if you you're not properly left wing unless you get an abortion and then make the abortion transgender. That is Keir Starmer's number one policy. But yeah, so Kira Bell, for example, so she's suing the NHS. So she went to the Tavistock Clinic, controversial clinic, and it deals with like child transitioning and stuff, and it seems to be run by ideologists. And she was given puberty blockers at 16, and she said she's now saying she was rushed into taking the drugs. So I think a lot of these, and the government was going to ban conversion therapy. So the conversion therapy ban, they did change the wording, but the conversion therapy ban would have made it illegal for a doctor to give any option other than transitioning. So if a child has gender dysphoria or a person has gender dysphoria, it would make it illegal to give any option other than drugs and transitioning and all that.
Look, it's all fucked up, man. I don't care about this as much as some other shit that's going on, man. I don't.
What do you care about, Mooch?
What do you care about, Mooch?
I care about sort of, and this is Bill Gates, and the farming and the food companies who are making record profits, and claiming that they're just purely passing on the inflated cost to the consumer, and we're all getting properly fucked. And it's exactly the same with the fuel prices. All these oil companies are like, when you have to display your profits and you're making record profits, and also increasing the prices, and saying, well, we're just increasing the prices. It's obvious when people are lying, and we're getting royally fucked because there's just a few companies who are monopolizing everything.
So, Mooch, you're saying you don't like success. You don't like it when people make a lot of money.
God. Leo's such a controlled opposition. Anytime there's like, oh, let's defend fucking Heinz screwing us over, Leo's like, yeah, of course they should make 1 billion zillion pounds in profit. It's Heinz. Actually, Tesco are making a stand though, because Tesco aren't controlled opposition.
Tesco, like, Tesco's standing up for the little guy. So Tesco's one of the biggest. One in every £7 spent in the UK is spent in Tesco. They're like corporate conglomerate. They're standing up for our rights.
By doing what? What did they do, Darius?
They've refused to sell Heinz ketchup at a marked up price. So they've removed all Heinz products from their shelves. So Heinz like, listen, we need to sell this for like £4. They're like, you know what? This is Tesco value, baby. We ain't selling that for £4. Come at me, bro. Come at me. And then they went, use a club card. I went, no, fuck you. And now they're in a war. But they're both too big to not be together.
Oh, it's crazy. Yeah. It's crazy, and it's just, you've got companies lobbying, bribing people, and everyone's in cahoots. These people make more money. They pay off politicians. They let it all go past. Don't pay tax and hike the prices up. It's fucked.
Yeah, I think there is a bit of that sort of cartel behavior at the moment. Like not just with oil and petrol and stuff, because the oil price has gone up, but the petrol price has gone up way more than the oil price has gone up. And and I think the government likes it because obviously, they brought the fuel duty down a little bit, but they're staking, when the price of petrol goes up, that also means the chunk of tax that the government's taking goes up as well. And yeah, these, we're having inflation, but I think, food inflation is currently at 9.1% apparently. So, it's around about 10%. But Heinz put the prices up way more than 10% because they just saw an opportunity to price gouge. And I think it's dumb because like a lot of Heinz stuff, like Heinz beans, I won't eat. I'll eat Cross and Black. I'll eat some other beans, another bean brand, Tesco own brand, like Tesco beans. That's what I'll do.
But it's compounded in America where there's like just a handful. I know it probably is the same here, or it will become the same here because we've loosened our laws on food. So there's like 4 or 5 companies that basically run the whole fucking racket, and they're just getting more and more powerful, and therefore are able, once they've got the monopoly, they can price hike or shrink the size of the product that they're selling for the same price, shrinkflation or whatever the fuck it's called. And
this is why we have to grow our own food in our gardens.
Yeah, get some chickens
and build our own laptops.
And start community farms. This is true.
Darius, you should build your own internet service provider. It couldn't be any fucking worse.
I can't wait.
That is
I
true
can't-
though. We have to build our own gardens and shit, man. Community
can't wait-
gardens.
I can't wait
And
to
go
live
back
in
to bartering.
Nico's commune. Just a flipping lithium ore mining field in the background next to a tomato plant.
And a cobalt factory.
Everyone's sleeping for 19 hours a day.
and it's all fueled by burning Air Force Ones that he's found. Oh, actually, while we're doing that, you do that. I'm going to choose a winner for the Air Force One giveaway that we forgot to choose a winner. You lot continue talking about Nico's commune.
Yeah,
Oh,
well, there'll
fine.
be just cats
I'm on
shitting in.
Advance today, actually.
Are you?
Yeah? How do you think you like it now, Nico?
I liked it. Yes, yeah. Yesterday was great. I felt amazing yesterday. Was it yesterday?
Yeah, or the day. What's the difference now?
Wednesday, I think it was. Where was I yesterday? Was I home?
Is it working?
It,
You don't know what day it is.
It was amazing on Wednesday.
Okay.
But why is it
Yeah,
not
you-
amazing today? What did
'Cause
you
you only
do
got one.
differently?
Well, I haven't done anything that needed focus or anything yet, so this is just it.
Okay.
So I can't tell if it's working.
I'm going to take some advance. I thought it was amazing, but I had my taxes to do before, so I just had to waste it doing my taxes. Next, I'm going to do it, use it for doing something else.
Yeah, I've only got one left, but I'm going to get the assessment done soon, hopefully.
And when you write, if you write comedy on advance, are you still funny?
Man, I was on Wednesday. I crushed hard.
So
Advance
that's
is
performing,
good.
yeah?
Yeah, performing. Yeah,
Right,
my
nice.
banter was on
If you
point.
take it in the morning, it's kind of worn off by the evening, but you'll have done shit
Right.
in the day.
Yeah,
I crushed on Wednesday night.
nice. And if, because that modafinil, when we took modafinil, it made us super unfunny.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
was
yeah.
that
It's not like
was that taking it at night?
No, but modafinil, honestly, that stuff lasts for a long time. If you take a whole one, because the military use it for staying awake and staying alert on operations. So it has a long impact.
Modafinil was making me stutter as well. And you?
Yeah, it's a weird thing.
Yeah, you couldn't get your words out.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and you can write comedy on Elvance.
Yeah. There's something called Provigil.
Provigil. I
Yeah.
heard of that.
Yeah. Apparently that's really good for staying awake and focused. But addictive. Provigil or something.
Hey man, we got loads of
Oh,
comments that we never replied to.
Provigil is modafinil.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's just a
Same
different
as just a
brand.
brand name. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, I need to wrap this up because I've got a meeting at 1:00 and I need to go. But this was actually quite good, I thought.
Yeah.
All right, wait a minute. Let's say the winner for the Air Force One giveaways is none other than Andy B. So if you're listening to this, Andy B, you've won the Air Force giveaways. I can't remember what else we said. We're
Andy,
gonna do.
who
I
is
think-
Cardi's sister.
Do you think that's the brother of Cardi B?
I don't know what his rap's like. Maybe we'll have to put him on the stand and find out.
Has he ever
Andy
been
B.
tied up and robbed?
Andy B, drop us a message on whatever channel or to me on Instagram. You'll have to pick them up. Also, if two of you also two other people
In Edinburgh. You gotta pick them up at Edinburgh.
you can,
One in Edinburgh, one in London.
you can come to Vauxhall or Top Secret. Also, two other
He gets
people.
fucking second-hand Air Force Ones.
No, and you get
A
the
gash
top
bomb.
secret. You get the Gash Bombs and Top Secret membership card that I stole, and also two other people. One of you won a Gash Bomb, and one of you won a Top Secret comedy club thing. So if you just message me direct, Persian of Interest on Instagram, I'll arrange it with you. I can't
Arrange
even
it.
bother to you.
Check this out. I was talking to Carl Donnelly on Wednesday, and he said one of their tiers in Patreon, they allow the people who contribute to be in a WhatsApp group with them. So they have a WhatsApp
We
group
could do
tier.
that. We could, like I think they do like a monthly catch up with everyone there, so they have like a live stream where they do that. We could look at that.
Yeah, but no, this is different. He said there are just a regular WhatsApp group. The people who subscribe to that tier get to chat to them in WhatsApp.
Why don't we do it on Discord? Because I'm not sure I want my all our fans having sort of phone numbers and stuff like that.
What you saying? You saying you don't trust Dr. Kitten Bender? Dr. Von Fuck Poppy's Wolf. What are you talking about? I trust him implicitly with my number.
No chance.
We could start a Telegram.
Let's do it on Discord. Let's do it on Discord. Sam can set up a Discord. We can run that, and we can put some wild shit on Discord as well.
Okay, sure. We'll do a Discord, which obviously will never. Well, that's next year, but I'll do the Patreon.
All right, cool guys. I thought it was a great pod.
Yeah, it's a fun one.
Maybe we should always dial in on bad internet.
I hope the sound is good, Sam. I hope it's good.
Anything to promote before we go? I do. No. Listen, my show. If you're coming to,
I've muted him.
Am I still muted?
No, you're back.
Buy tickets to my show, The Non-Disclosure Agreement, 9:30 at Three Sisters, Maggie's Chamber, and to Hate and Live. Leo's got it's midnight at the Three Sisters. Leo's performing on the 7th, 8th, and 9th, I think, and he's doing trigonometry.
6th, 7th, and 8th, and I'm doing trigonometry on the 7th as well in Edinburgh.
Was this August?
August, baby.
Okay. This is July.
It's like you never know where the Edinburgh Festival is.
Yeah, but the tickets are available now. Just go on Actually, fuck it. This is what you need to do. Sign up to our Patreon. Whatever platform you're on, leave us a comment, like, subscribe, help us out with the algorithm, Spotify, iTunes. The highest we've got on iTunes in UK stand-up is we've got to number 3. It would be absolutely amazing, even if you listen to this on YouTube, if you could just download it on the Apple Podcast. Because if we could get at least to number 1 in the stand-up,
we can brag.
Yeah, we can really bully other comedians. So do you know who we are? Do you fucking know who we are, you open mic ball bag? Number 1. But at the moment, we have to be nice to them.
All right. I have to go. Guys, great pod. I'll see you all Tuesday.
All right.
3 p.m.
Bye.
Bye. See you on Tuesday. Bye.
Bye. Bye.